Hello everybody, I trust you're all well, and thanks for looking in on the latest goings on Monty. But I've got to put my hand up and be honest and say there hasn't been a lot of going on just lately. Been far too busy doing other things and bits and pieces, part of which was taking good old Militant the timber tractor out to the Heritage Transport Show at Detling the other weekend. A couple of days spent polishing her up, and then we had a nice day at the show, as you can see here, lined up with all the other trucks. Yeah, it was quite a nice day out, first show of the year. Quite enjoyed it. On Monty itself, been in the garage, started with this mounting plate from the tipper body. Secures the actual tipper body to the chassis of Monty. And as you can see, it's cleaned up all right. It's a bit pitted. It's got this nasty crack along the bottom edge there. And as you can see, it goes right through. It doesn't lead up to that bolt hole, but it's working its way across to it. So we need to do something about that and get it repaired. So first thing, drill a hole at the end of the crack, make sure it stops and doesn't go any further. And then gouge out the crack itself and fill it with weld. And here we go. Nice blob of weld in there. That's filled that up nicely. Turned it over and done the other side. And then grind it all back. Nice clean metal. And that's that crack disappeared. So we can get a coat of paint on that, and that can go in storage. Out of curiosity, I thought I'd have a look at these air filters as well. I'm nowhere near cleaning them up and getting them ready to go back on the cab, but I thought I'd have a look anyway. And looking at them, you can see they've definitely been doing their job of cleaning the dirt out of the air before it enters the engine. And there's an awful lot in the bottom of there. God only knows when they was last cleaned out and given a decent service. Now, when I was a youngster, the old folks had a saying when something hadn't been done for a while. They'd tell you, that hasn't been done since the old king was alive. And the old king they were referring to was obviously George VI, Queen Elizabeth's father. Well, I can't say that much, but when you look, as we have done here, clean the muck off the end and found the date of manufacture, 1952. So the old king was definitely alive when these were first made. Done a bit more pipe cleaning. You've got 3 bits here on the bench getting the treatment. They've been in the acid bath, cleaned off the inside. So get the rust off, join them all together with a couple of unions, hang them up in the middle of the shed and get them a coat of primer. And then started having a look at this prop shaft. Oh dear, we got our work cut out here. That is just covered in muck and dirt. And a bit like the air filters, God only knows when it last saw the benefit of a grease gun on those grease nipples and in the universal joints. If you look at this rear grease nipple, I'm not even sure that's the right one, and I'm going to fit a grease gun on that. It should be a raised up one, like this side. But we'll give it a clean up and we'll see. And as it turns out, yes, you can get a grease gun on it once you've dug the dirt away. And with some fresh grease in it, that joint's freed up quite nicely. The other one was a bit stiff at first, but again, fresh grease in it and it's cleaned up. So out with the wire brush and off we go. Easy doing the big bits on the outside, wire brush on the grinder. Just a bit boring though. And it soon comes up nice and clean and shiny. Around the universal joints was a different story though. That's a bit more fiddly and a good deal more complicated. And it took the best part of a day digging in, scraping the muck off, and then getting in with a little wire brush on the drill and getting it cleaned up. And it does make your arms ache while you're doing it, I've got to say. So after a couple of days of scrubbing and cleaning, it's all ready and we get it a fresh coat of paint. And that's good. That can go in the storage as a completed piece. I'm waiting for its grey primer and then final top coat of green laser on. Now, as I said earlier, there's not a lot been happening really, and that's about the size of it. So sorry it's only a short video. There have been other things going on behind the scenes, but I'm saving them for part 23. That's going to be an absolute belter of a video. So I'll leave you looking forward to that when it comes out in the early part of next week. You'll love it. Anyway, we'll see you all there. Bye for now.